balance or lack of balance usually comes from lack of movement, right? We have different types of muscles within the body, and you have extrinsic, intrinsic, and intrinsic essentially means that they're muscles that only pick up on movements. Hey guys, Dr. Luke Stringer here from Advanced Health Chiropractic down in South Loop of Chicago, and today I just want to talk to you a little bit about balance or lack thereof. Essentially, balance or lack of balance usually comes from lack of movement, right? We have different types of muscles within the body, and you have extrinsic, intrinsic, and intrinsic essentially means that they're muscles that only pick up on movement. So if you're a desk jockey, you sit 50, 60 hours a week, you're not moving, all those muscles that are designed to pick up on movement, core, and all those intrinsic fibers in those joints essentially aren't activated, get lazy and redundant. Over time we become weak and redundant in those muscles, and that can lead to obviously pain, dysfunction, imbalance. So this is a real cool exercise that you can do while you're at home. You can do it morning and night, because you should be doing this morning and night. If you're not, I'm going to let your dentist know. But essentially, balance is all to do with proprioception, right? So when you're moving, it activates those intrinsic muscle fibers, and they get fired up and they help balance and stabilize the joint. So a real simple thing you can start doing at home is when you brush your teeth in the morning, in the evening, spend time on one foot. And essentially, obviously, if you're brushing the bottom set, stand on your left foot, and obviously if you're brushing the top set, stand on your right foot. By looking in the mirror while you brush your teeth and you're moving below the visual field, it creates a massive amount of stimulation in those neuroreceptors in the ankle, in the knee, in the hip, in the core, and that's essentially going to improve our balance. So that can be done if you've rolled your ankle playing basketball, or you're post-surgery from an ankle up or a foot operation, or someone that's just got really poor balance. Now the second form of imbalance we can get is coming from subluxations within the spine. The top two cervical vertebrae, C1, C2, those nerves control eyes, ears, nose, throat. And essentially the proprioception system is predominantly in the vestibular system, which is your ear, and when we have shifts in our upper part of the cervical spine, it can create classic symptoms of vertigo, dizziness, poor balance, etc. So obviously, before anyone gets adjusted, especially in the upper cervical spine, we've done a thorough history examination, we've taken x-rays, and obviously their adjustments are based on their clinical findings. Beamy's going to jump on the screen here in a moment. We've obviously done this with Beamy, she's a team member here, and we're just going to show you a simple adjustment we can do for the upper cervicals. By adjusting those joints and getting them in alignment, it can help clean out the vestibular system, and it fires up all those proprioceptors that sit right at the base of your skull. You have more neurological activity right here than anywhere else in the body, so right next to the brain and the brain stem. So these adjustments up here are really strong and powerful. So here's Beamy for the adjustment. Alright guys, so obviously we've examined Beamy's spine, we've done a history, a consult, we've done an exam, neurological, physical, we've taken x-rays. Beamy actually suffers with headaches due to just some poor posture, like this upper back. She's quite dominant in these big movers up here, so we adjust Beamy's cervical spine, upper cervical spine all the time. So it's real simple how we're going to do. We're just going to come underneath, we're going to contact the joint, we're going to laterally bend, we're going to gently flex, and then we're just going to come right in here. So we adjusted C1, and we're going to adjust C2, so the second vertebrae. Again, we know exactly what we're doing, so we've done all the assessment. Alrighty guys, so that is this upper cervical adjustment. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell. If you're on Instagram, make sure you follow back and like. We'll see you guys in the next video.